Well, today is the day that we've been waiting for about a month and a half now. We finally got our combine back yesterday from repairs, and we get the chance to go try it out today and see what it'll do. We got a beautiful sunny day, very light dew. Things will be dried up here again real soon. We got the combine serviced. All we got to do is fill up with fuel, go to the field and hook to the head and try it out. It's gonna be a real interesting day today. Alright, we're all fueled up and ready to head to the field. Got a real short 1/10 of a mile trip up here to behind my mom's house, which is where we're going to start cutting some double crop beans at today. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Are we going to get beans in the tank, or are we going to have stuff fly apart? I'm betting on the first. So far, so good. Got about 500 feet. We're going to get out here and check the losses, see if we got the combine set. Should be pretty close. As you can tell, we got a pretty good stand of cover crop out here. All this was aerial seeded. I'm not seeing anything left behind. There's a split. I didn't find a single seed out here, so I'd say it's pretty dang good. Once we get going good and get right at full speed, we'll get out and check again. Well, look at that cover crop. It is looking good. Now that we're getting the beans off, it'll get full sunshine and really should take off. Sample looks real clean too. Nice, pretty beans. Not hardly a speck of trash in there. Probably open the sieves up just a hair more to make sure we're not going to lose any seed. Beans are going in the bin.
Welcome to the first day of double crop soybean harvest in the middle of November. We got the combine back yesterday. We got the header back last week. Matt's in that. I'm in the green buggy, and Zach is bush hogging fields because these small little fields take a while, so instead of him just sitting around in the truck, he's bush hogging the fields. It's me who really just sits around and waits. I guess the combine's doing well. You can't really hear Matt because I guess the radio antenna was broke inside the roof of that, so he's gonna have to call and get it fixed. So during soybean harvest, whether it's full season beans or double crop soybeans, I am in the green buggy. It's lots of fun because I get to play the all-fun game of read the combine driver's mind. Where is he going? Why is he over there? And then he gets on the radio, where are you at?
Hey, Kelly.
But that's Zach, so that might be a better deal.
Be real careful around these silt bases. Watch out for those pipes. A lot of pipes have got gotten knocked over the past few years, so make sure we don't get any more of you. 10-4.
Apparently the person who was in this tractor last was deaf. Good Lord. I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Because now my ears are bleeding.
Turn around, come the other way.
Where am I supposed to turn around? Where am I supposed to turn around? Where? Explain where I'm supposed to turn around at. Where am I supposed to turn around? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna turn around. Okay, cool. Awesome. There's a ditch and beans. Welcome to the fun game of frustration. Yeah, the awesome game of where is he going? And then you think you know where you're supposed to go. You think you know you're supposed to meet the driver at the end of the field or the middle, and then you have to turn around and go chase them. Yes, so fun.
I got Zach out here bush hogging because we're just right here by the grain bins, and these beans aren't yielding terribly high, so rather than him just sitting in the truck twiddling his thumbs, we get a little jump start and getting bush hogged around the edges of our fields. I like to do this every fall to keep the field edges from growing up. All the landlords really appreciate it. It makes the fields look nice. We're rolling along good now. Got some real short beans on this farm though. Not getting any rain for 5 weeks in July and first part of August will do that. They're still doing all right. They're averaging about 40 for double crop beans on poor thin hill ground. It's really good. Not going to complain about that.
So we're still doing calibrations. Tell him the weight. Puts it into the monitor in the combine. She gonna be full. Big Bertha gonna have some issues going over these terraces or her big old booty.
And I can't begin to tell you how nice it is to be back on a combine that's got a pivoting spout. Beans are a little dusty, but they're clean.
There's probably like 45,000 pounds on here. I won't know till I unload, but ooh, tractor's gonna be screaming. Shank won't like it. Good Lord! Go ahead, Matt. It can get a little more. 15,940.
Now that is a load of some clean, good-looking beans.
Now I get to take big old Bertha way over there, over all these terraces. I hate it.
Well, so far it's just after lunchtime and we're having a great day so far. This combine is performing flawlessly, no issues whatsoever. Just got down to check around the engine, see if it was back to leaking any oil again, and everything is dry there. We're really plowing through these beans. These beans have had several frosts on them, and we're not having any problems running about 6 miles an hour at less than 100% engine load. We started off today with 500 acres left to get done with harvest. I'm hoping by the time we get done today, we've only got about 400 acres left. It just depends on how long into the evening we can run. We haven't been getting real heavy dews at all for the last several weeks. I don't know, I guess the humidity is down or whatever. So if we can get a few hours of night running, we shouldn't have any problem at all getting 100 acres done. But the problem this time of year is you just don't have very many hours of daylight. We're only about a month away from the shortest day of the year. And if you do have a heavy dew at night, it takes half your daylight hours to finally dry out enough to be able to cut. Then you get a few hours of cutting time before it gets wet again. So hopefully the trend of not having much moisture at nighttime, hopefully it continues a few more days. I thought getting it done in 5 days worth of running, I thought it'd be way too optimistic, but I don't know, the way things are going, who knows? I was originally thinking it might take about 7 days to get that 500 acres, but right, we're going, we might get done a little bit quicker. I think today's Wednesday. I've totally lost track of the days. When you've been working 20 out of the last 21 days in a row, you kind of lose track of the calendar. I think it's Wednesday. I believe Thanksgiving is next Thursday. So after everything we've been through this year, if we can be done before Thanksgiving, I can't express how much relief that would be.
I have to say, the person who planted these beans just looks phenomenal. I don't say so myself. Hey, you gotta take pride in your work, you know? Looks good. All right, come on, big girl. See if we can make it over these terraces. The art of filling up the truck. We do have a camera on the end of the auger, but I don't use it. I use it to line up the truck, but that's about it. And then here comes the hump. Whee! Where are you going? Where is he going? Hello? Your little light is blinking. Where are you going? I can't get over there. It's gonna call me on the radio. Hey, Johnny. Because I can't get over there. Now you're ready.
Well, I can't express just how great it feels to be back in this combine again. You know, when the accident happened almost 2 months ago, exactly. You know, at the time, I didn't know if this thing would ever run again. I didn't know what we would do. I didn't know if this thing could be repaired, if the damages were terminal, you know, if we'd be able to afford a replacement. If we could, you know, what kind of replacement could we get? You know, kind of starting over from scratch on a new combine. You just had all that stuff running through my mind, and you know, it took longer than what I was anticipating on getting it fixed. Of course, I really can't fault the dealership. You know, the service department, especially the service manager during the fall harvest. I can't. I mean, they got probably the toughest job that there is. You know, when you got countless machines out there in the fall running hard, getting beat up and getting broke, everybody calls you to, you know, want you out there right then and there to get their machine fixed. I can't imagine how tough it is to try and keep everybody happy, be efficient, you know, keep as many machines running as possible. It took longer than I was anticipating to get my combine back, but ultimately the service department, they worked with me. They buckled down there at the end and got my combine done. We only had to wait about 3 days once we got done with wheat harvest for them to get the combine finished up. And actually, I would have, if they hadn't run into some few snags with the wiring harness, I would have gotten it back a day before that. But man, it's so awesome to be back in this combine.
Sure, I'll just go over every washout to get to you. Don't put your auger out. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ah! Why? Yay! My favorite game of let's chase him around the field. Back up. Back up. You're gonna have to back up. Put the auger out all you want. Why are you putting the auger out in the soybeans? You want me to drive on the soybeans? Okay. That's the game we playing today then. That's the game we're gonna play. Yep, back up. Back up. You can back up. Oh, you're backing up. It's a Christmas miracle. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that was close. Nailed it. Ooh. Come on, big girl. One terrace. 47 more to go. Time to, oh, we're gonna ride down. All right, where'd my pen go? Okay, let's write down this number. My neighbor just drove by. Okay. Okay, so every time you pull up to the truck, you have to write down the weight. So keep my awesome little weight here. Works for me. So I've already put one whole entire buggy in here, and now I'm going to put another one. Not all of it will fit, but I'm going to try and get as much in there as possible.
If this don't put you to sleep, I don't know what will. I definitely need a nap.
Duly noted. We need to fix that.
Well, we just got a call from the GTS salesman. I demoed there a 12-row corn head back earlier this fall. Anyway, they've got a draper head that they want me to try out. Of course, I have no intention of buying a draper head this year. I'm perfectly happy with the one I got. Just had quite a bit of work done to it while we were picking cotton, but anyway, they got it and they want me to run it for a couple days. I think they're going to bring it out Friday. Let me try it out for a few days. It's actually a 40-foot model. That compares to my 35-foot Case H 2162 head. 40 foot certainly ought to be enough to load this combine up. We'll run it through its paces for a couple days. You'll be just that much less wear and tear on my header.
I mean, I see it. I got you. Matt just hit that washout. Guess what? Not gonna. Going around. Oh, and it wasn't as bad. Zach blocked traffic so we could get down to the next field because can't really take the header off, and these are small cookie cutter fields. There's a big ditch that separates this little field to the one that's next to it.
Still going strong, hadn't gotten wet yet.
This is always fun at night when you gotta chase the combine and you can't see it. Where are you going? Finally, the junk came off of the camera. Tad bit dusty today. Just a tad.
Well, it's about 8 o'clock. We've just about done for the the day. We run as long as we could. It's finally started getting damp. These beans are starting to cut real tough. Seeing a little bit lost out the back and pushing up some piles with the header. But boy, I tell you what, we had a heck of a first day back on this combine. We run it 11 hours, gotten about 115 acres done, changed farms, done a bunch of small rough fields that really slow down our production, but haven't had any problems. This combine has run like a top all day long. I couldn't be happier. It's definitely exceeded all of my expectations. Hey, we've only got a few more rounds in this field, and then I believe we're gonna. Ah, crap! See, there's a pile right there. Stop the feeder house up. You start having that happen a lot. That's a good sign. You better be heading to the front of the field and heading to the house, because it ain't gonna do it much longer. Or if you try to push it, you're gonna wind up with bigger problems, like a stopped up rotor or something broke. So we only got a few more passes in this field, and we're gonna shut it off. Hey, well, I'm going to blow off the combine before I call it a day. I hate soybean dust. I about had enough for today. We'll shut this thing down, go to the house, and take me a shower and get all this dust washed off of it. Appreciate y'all watching today, riding along with me. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.